Okay, great. Welcome to this live stream. We are on day 30 of the Substack sprints, which means we are on the last day. And just to give you again some context, on April 1st, I committed to write a daily article on Substack, and we are holding the streak, and today is basically the last day of the challenge. So, before breaking down the numbers, exactly what happened in terms of growth, etc., there's something that I'm going to break down tomorrow. Today, the article that we want to write is I wrote a blog post for like the exact title is. Let me just go back, and you're going to see why I actually pulled up my Telegram channel. We are going to use this one, right? I've published a daily article on Substack for 30 days, and here's what I learned. So today it's going to be about the lessons, and tomorrow it's going to be about the results. So those are two different things. So lessons are things that I've learned, and the things that happened on my end, in terms of growth and etc. So why did I pull up my Telegram channel? Simply because I just distilled a few lessons. Not I wasn't consistent in actually posting this daily, but like I just shared a few things. So basically what we're going to do here is that I am simply going to first of all like distill the lessons, and then yeah, we're going to write them. So the first thing is that obviously you need ideas, and fast ideation. So fast ideation, like being in brainstorming mode is a mental mode, which means that you actually want to squeeze out every drop of it, once the brainstorming mode kicks in. So for me, it was on day one because of the excitement. So I had roughly 15 ideas or so. So what I did is I recorded them, or I saved them straight into my note-taking app, right? So that's basically kind of the first lesson. I mean, you know, committing to something and then simply executing is liberating, right? So on day 3, I gathered some content ideas on the first day and saved them into my notes, but this morning I found myself caught in decision fatigue. Which article should I write first? Okay, this is on day 3. On day 3 is like decision fatigue. So 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 basically, when you have ideas, you also want to assign a specific date to them. All right. So that's basically kind of the so that's one thing. What else do we have? Okay, so the live streams. Okay, after a week. Okay, so like okay, so after a week. So this is like don't care about, okay, vanity metrics will make you fail. Okay, so this basically to the daily into the challenge. What about I challenged myself? I challenged myself to write a daily. Substack is what happened. Here's what I learned. Here's what I okay. Okay, so yeah. The hardest part of writing is the first draft. Interesting. Let's just take a look at that rehashed article. I mentioned this was on day 16, so which means 16th. It's this one. Didn't perform that well. Perhaps like the headline wasn't like. Um, it's like rehash your ideas. Rehash your ideas. So modul like modularity of ideas, saving your outlines so that you can saving your outlines so that you can what? So that you can reuse the same ideas, right? So this article, like I'm going to tell that from this article is going to take you more time than usual, simply because like there is like more thinking, more patchwork and that kind of thing going on. So like have like get 3 ideas or choose between 3 ideas, something like that, right? Yeah, that's basically it, right? It's like yeah, we have like your environment matters. Your environment matters. Right. Like AI writing out of the box sucks. Um, yeah, I think that's also kind of thing like um rehash your ideas, vanity metrics, decision fatigue, how to ideate fast. Yeah, so savings account. Okay, do I have other lessons here? I think what I did is here is like I simply did some copy and paste. Okay, good. So on some days you're going to feel like thinking, so do the thinking. Some days are going to suck. Some days are going to suck. Others don't. Feel like thinking. What else do I have? Okay. So I think that I can get rid of Telegram. So I think that there are, just to go with the outline. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 ideas. I think this is good. Okay. Okay, so let's just write this. So, how to ideate fast? And most of the sections are already kind of pre-written, so I think I'm just going to write this by hand. So on April 1st, I committed to write and publish a daily article in Substack for several reasons, and I'm simply going to link back to the posts. It was this one. For how many reasons? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 5 reasons. Today marks day 30. I sat down every day for an hour and even live streamed my writing sessions on YouTube. We need to actually get this. Yeah, live. This one. Yep, today marks I never missed a day. Here are the most important lessons that I've learned. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep like the 4, 5 reasons, but wait a second. I just realized that no, this is like this piece should go out tomorrow, and this piece on a second, because we already have the article for today. So this is going to be kind of a conclusion for tomorrow. So yeah, just mess things up in my head. Because as I was reading this, I was like, hey, like this is, I would need to edit that, but editing is not today, it's tomorrow. So yeah. So that just kind of modified the date. So it's going to be 0501. Okay, so good. Just going to take this and a few days back I asked my Telegram channel, or the members of my Telegram channel, Telegram channel, like, what was the question? Let me just double check again. I'm just going to pull this up again quickly. Just, what was the question? Which part of writing takes, which part of writing takes you? Like 50%, 50% responded, ideating. It's a mode that you can't really control. I had roughly 15 ideas in, in less than 3 minutes. I saved them straight into my note taking app, so that when, yeah, that's it, to my note taking app. Okay. Yep. Okay, so that's it. Let me just open the same note in a second pane, so that I can easily switch between the outline. Let's just get rid of this. Actually, don't need that. So what I want is the outline on the left. Okay, so let's just take this, ideate fast. Okay, so okay, so this happened at the end, so I'm not going to use this right here. Yeah. Okay, so then basically the next problem. So the next problem was on day 3. On day 3, I faced this dilemma. Since I sat down to write at 6 a.m., for the next 15 days. This way, content calendar in the morning. I don't have to make any choice about what to write. Okay, so but a big mistake that I made was to not add enough variety to my no, uh, but a mistake that I made was not making sure that uh it's not sure if it actually was a mistake. Okay, it took me, but it limited decision fatigues, decision fatigue. So it's not just about saving ideas; it's also about assigning a deadline to each one of these. So then I'm going to talk about the next problem. But the next problem that I encountered was, uh, yeah, it's this one. So this worked for several days until it didn't, right? So so what happened is that after a few days, so this for several until it didn't. Um, when you're doing things every day, um, you know, simply executing on writing about a topic you picked a week you picked a week ago, will become boring. And on some days you're just not excited to write about something. So I found that giving myself a little bit more freedom makes sense. So I gave myself 3 ideas to choose from. It's kind of a sweet spot, not too much and not too little. Yeah, it's already in there. Yeah. Okay. So this is good. Okay, you know what? Forget about the savings account. Let's just blend this into this right here, right? Um, like two writing him. You must have a lot of ideas. Okay, so this is good. Let's just okay. So executing on something is liberate. Yeah, this one is good. Decision fatigue to represent 3 ideas. Blah blah blah. Okay, cool. As creators, we spend a lot of time thinking, and we spend more time thinking than executing. The beauty of running these kind of challenges is that you actually don't give yourself the freedom to execute. You put constraints on what you're going to do. Sounds crazy. So we talked about that. How to ideate fast. Okay, this is done. This is done. This is done. Yeah, vanity max would make you fail. Okay, so this is good. Mm. After we can do the challenge, have been easy to get demotivated, right? Um, I didn't see any massive growth. There were just, 2 to 5 people on the live streams. Um, I'm alone in my room. Um, yeah. Everyone's sleeping. My Windows article 30%, right? I didn't see any massive growth. Not more subs than usual. Open rates around 30%. Like I didn't see massive growth, right? It's like open rates around 30%. Like 2 to 3 people on live streams, alone in my room. Yeah, 6 a.m. Right? Not many likes, you know, 5 comments per article on average. Not many likes nor shares. It's like, but I didn't care, right? But I didn't care. Um, all right, most people. 2 reasons for that. Number one, and number two, um, I didn't have any bigger expectations, right? Most people said too big expectations. Uh, so, but if you want to keep pushing through and simply finding the reward. So, 2 reasons for that. Number one, um, okay, so as you can see, like I need to kind of untangle the thoughts right here. So, but you keep on find the reward. Okay, find the reward. Okay, find the result in the process, not the outcome, right? Uh, Okay, so we're done. The hardest part, yep, the hardest part of writing. Okay, that's sleep. So, but I kept pushing through. But I kept pushing through. And AI assisted writing made it easier. Um, okay, but I kept pushing through. And the hardest part of writing is always the first draft. It's actually getting your thoughts on paper. And one of the things that I've been using throughout this challenge is to use AI to first draft my articles. So my process is pretty simple. Is number one, I come up with the article idea. I come up with the outline, with all the ideas and the personal stories that I want to share, and then I've created a set of custom made prompts so that Chat GPT can mimic my writing style. And then what I simply do is I feed AI with the outline and with my writing style, and then it just writes the article for me. So, and then what I do is I really spend a lot of time editing, but uh, you know, editing is 10 times easier than just writing the first draft. And this helps on shitty days. Not sure if I'm going to use like AI or I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so the harder part is the first draft. But the chance is to use AI to draft my articles to first draft my articles. So my process is pretty simple. Then I still don't understand that there are content writers without who don't use um, a modular note-taking system. Okay, so now comes the mental test. Like, how do you actually dumb down so that you just give enough context so it's not kind of overwhelming. So that just wanted to double check if the live stream is actually working. So I've written thousands of pieces of content in my career. Sounds strange to say my career. And truth is, you are going to reuse and repeat the same ideas, but just express them in different ways. So here's what I found pretty useful is, first of all, having a note-taking system that leverages leverages, what does that mean? Having a note-taking system that works, or that is based, a note-taking system based on modular ideas and saving my outlines for each article, so that I can reuse, so that I can reuse the same ideas, faster. Not sure if this is actually clear. When writing, spend some time on your notes. Create modular ideas that you can reuse across different pieces of content. Okay. This is not clear. Can you help me make this easier to understand? Okay, so just keep the same writing style as in the example. You just modified too many things. Okay, so your environment matters. Or I don't know where I like for the. I usually write my articles from my recliner simply because I have back pain. And as I was stuck there, um, I had two choices: write on a uncomfortable chair in the backyard. Was it the backyard? Uh, uh, right in my back. These were the most painful writing sessions in a long time. So your environment matters. By developing system templates, system prompts, templates you can use, right? That will help you push through on those crappy days. And then simply go to extra mile when you think like it, when you feel like it. Okay. So I think we're good to go. Okay, so these were one of the most important lessons that I found during this challenge. And tomorrow I'm going to break down like what this challenge actually meant in terms of subscriber growth and what I'm going to plan from now on. Okay. Okay, so we're done with it. Good. Now let's just edit this one. So, okay, so become. I remember a client. Um, you have to please. Your people are those who have a painful problem. Can solve them. Laser focus on your people. Um, pay you and ideally your best clients have the money to pay you and makes working fun, right? Else you're just going to build another job that you hate. Your audience doesn't appear automatically, you have to build it. Create of creating these videos that I hate. I started on it. I enjoyed the process and kept writing. So you don't need to be everywhere to build your audience. You just need to find a medium that you enjoy to which you can, right? The reason why we publish on platforms like this one is for one single purpose: to build our email list. Because that's the only audience you own. And when you start growing your list, people will ask you questions. Again, not kind of the best article that I've written, but I'm just going to do the job. It's just going to do the job. I just proofread it a bit. I'm curious because, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think this article is like 5 or 4 or something like this. It's just really not kind of the best piece that I've produced, but sometimes you just have to embrace the fact that you're going to write crappy articles. Dumber than you already did it. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's just get this out. Okay, so um audience online. Do I have a I don't have a thumbnail for this. So let's say so what's going on? Thumbnail articles. Okay, let's just add this. I should probably create some kind of snippet so that I don't have to write this all every time. So okay, so this is now generating. Okay, let me just add the boring blah 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 subscribe. Daily daily tips to monetize your expertise with online content. Okay, enjoy, share. Where is the share post? Enjoy this read. Free to share it. Okay, so is it done? No, it's still generating. I really don't know if people actually enjoy this or not. It actually should kind of waste my time in generating the audio version. Okay, so voiceover, select. So today Okay, cool. Um, Let me just also paste this into Medium. What's going on? Okay. Oh, now I just pasted it several times. Okay. Okay, so actually, I would actually need to sit down and actually schedule these all on Medium because, again, I'm kind of procrastinating on that also. Because you have to generate specific links and that kind of thing. You have to submit it to a publication. You have to choose tags and all that crap. So, anyways, I hope that this was helpful. If you haven't already, the Profitable Blog System, a free course to show you how to, like the behind the scenes of how to actually, set up a profitable blogging system this year. First link in the description. Feel free to grab it at any time. And yeah, that's it. So we just wrapped up the challenge. So thank you very much for for joining, whether it's live or on the replay. And yeah, if you actually want to see like the results, follow me on Substack. I mean, this is where you're going to see what's happening, and also to kind of celebrate the streak because that's a 30-day writing streak. I'm also going to run a few promos on the on the courses that actually helped me create and write these articles. So the note-taking system, the AI, my AI blogger course to show you how to use actually these custom crafted prompts that I've been using throughout the challenge. Also the my Substack formula on how to actually write articles for Substack, and also like my daily content system. So I'm going to run a promo this week. So every day there's going to be one promo on one special on one of these courses. So the best way is to simply sign up for my newsletter, so that you can actually grab these. If so, just make sure that if you're actually new to my newsletter, you might be pulled into a welcome sequence. So you might not see the promos. So the best thing, if you actually want these promos, is to, once you sign up, you simply tell me like, hey, Matt, I was on the live stream and I want to make sure to also get the promos. So I'm just going to manually add you to the to my daily emails also, so that you can actually get also these promos. So this is kind of a special treat for you if you've been on the YouTube live streams. So that's it. Thank you very much. Am I going to continue this live stream? I have no clue. I'm simply going to I'm probably going to just to live stream tomorrow too. Don't know yet, but yeah. Again, like the best way to know exactly what's going to happen is to simply sign up for my emails. Also check out the channel just to see like whether or not there is something scheduled. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning in today, and I talk to you soon.